we can also decide that we want to change some values. We want to change some values. We want to change some values. So if we want to change some values, just like the same way we were assigning, we reassign. If I can take you back to our discussion on variables, remember if we define a variable x to be 16, and somewhere down, as you run the program, you redefine x as 37. Once you run this program, uh, the x will be 37 because you've reassigned. You had assigned 16, but now you are reassigning. So the same way you are creating, we're assigning new values, like we're adding the phone number. Where was that? Did I delete? Yes, I did. So like we're adding the phone number. Let me just have in the comment. So to add the phone number, we said this one, and then we were giving the phone number of the person. Uh, the phone number of a person. Dash dash. So this we were adding the element to the list. Now we want to remove. I want to remove. Maybe we realize that in our system the age is not really necessary. So not really removing. Let's change first. So maybe you realize that the phone number for this person, or just if it was in this scenario here that we have many people in our system, different phone numbers, and you want to change. Maybe for those that have worked with bulk SMS, most of them will need to have the initial for the country, like plus 254 and the number of the person. Maybe initially you are collecting the numbers in this format 07 dash dash dash. But now for you to send a message, then you need to change to this format. So what happens for you to be able to do that? For you to be able to do that, you are going to change each and every value. We are not changing the key, we are changing the value. So like the phone number was this way, and then we are changing the phone number to plus 254 and then 0 dash 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 dash. So like we are changing this one, and you may be asking yourself, how are you going to do this for many people in the system? We can run a for loop because this list of people, like it is a list of dictionaries. We can have the list of tuples, we can have the list of numbers, the mixed list of numbers, tuples and strings. We can have the list of strings. We can have like uh, we did discuss that when we were talking about list. So because we have a list of persons, we just have to know how to change for a given person. Then we run a for loop. We discuss loops. We run a for loop that will change all the numbers in the system. So what we are doing, literally, we are changing their number. For this case, it is just person one. So remember, we'll have another person two, person three, person four, like that. So we have the list of persons, so we can change their values. We can change their values. Maybe I should show you that in a few if we had the list, but this is how we do it. So maybe I'm now changing to the other format, the opposite of what I've just said. So I'm changing the phone number. Remember the initial phone number was that one, and now I'm changing the number to this one. So I want to change two things. I want to change the phone number and the do at the city. Yes, and the city from Nairobi maybe to Nakuru. So this person have changed. So we have also the initial list like that, and we have the modified. So I'm printing the modified after changing the values. After changing the values. Remember, for us to still have the phone number, we have to keep the line whereby we are creating the phone number. So we have to keep this line where we were creating the phone, where we were adding the phone number like that. So this was the phone number that we added. So this was the initial list. Now this initial list have the phone. I want to run it from here. So as at this point, remember it's already modified, but I want to use the one that has been modified. If I run person one at this place here, it will still be having these values, but somewhere in our code we've added the phone number like that. So I want to print it here, and I want also to print it after modifying this list here. So let me clear the terminal. Okay, so let me run the program. So this is the initial list. I want you to note the values. I want you to note the values. We changed the phone number and the city. So the names remain the same. Both of them are still marked. The age the same. But when you get to the city, the initial one was Nairobi, but we've changed it here. We've changed it here to Nakuru. That is why we are having the value of the city being Nakuru here. Like the phone number, this was the initial phone number that we had, but now we've changed the number to this. So that is how to modify a value in a dictionary.